Jack Nicholson became the face of rebellion and counterculture in 1970s Hollywood. His unforgettable role in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest earned him an Oscar and established him as a voice for those challenging authority and conformity. Nicholson's performance was bold, chaotic, and deeply human, resonating with audiences worldwide. In Chinatown, he delivered a more restrained but equally powerful portrayal of private detective Jake Gittes, navigating a world filled with corruption and moral decay. Throughout the decade, Nicholson mastered characters who were flawed. Robert De Niro defined 1970s cinema through extreme dedication and complete physical and emotional transformation. His chilling performance as Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver became one of the most iconic portrayals of isolation and mental instability ever put on screen. The film captured the dark, gritty atmosphere of post-Vietnam America and cemented De Niro as a fearless actor. He won an Academy Award for The Godfather Part II, portraying a young Vito Corleone with quiet authority and calculated restraint. Later in the decade, De Niro pushed his craft even further in Raging Bull, gaining weight and training extensively to embody boxer Jake LaMotta. His method acting approach changed Hollywood standards and made De Niro the ultimate symbol of serious, uncompromising cinema in the 1970s. Richard Dreyfuss became known for portraying intelligent, emotionally complex characters during the 1970s. His role in Jaws, 1975, helped define the modern blockbuster, blending suspense with human vulnerability. In Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977, Dreyfuss portrayed obsession and wonder with remarkable subtlety, capturing the emotional impact of extraordinary experiences on ordinary people. His performances brought warmth and depth to large-scale films, making him one of the most relatable stars of the decade. Faye Dunaway defined elegance, intensity, and ambition in 1970s cinema. Her performance in Chinatown, 1974, remains one of the most iconic portrayals of mystery and emotional restraint in film history. Dunaway brought depth and quiet power to a character trapped within corruption and societal expectations. She won an Academy Award for Network, 1976, delivering a chilling performance that exposed the dark side of television and fame. Dunaway's commanding presence and sharp intelligence made her one of the most unforgettable actresses of the decade. Jane Fonda became one of the most powerful and influential actresses of the 1970s, combining artistic excellence with strong cultural impact. She delivered an Oscar-winning performance in Clute, 1971, portraying a call girl navigating fear, independence, and emotional trauma with remarkable realism. In Coming Home, 1978, Fonda portrayed a woman whose personal awakening parallels the emotional scars of the Vietnam War, earning her a second Academy Award. Her performances reflected the changing roles of women in cinema. Goldie Hawn brought warmth, humor, and emotional depth to 1970s cinema. Initially known for comedy, she proved her dramatic range in Shampoo, 1975, and later in Private Benjamin, 1980, developed in the late 70s. Her ability to blend vulnerability with strength made her characters relatable and authentic. Hawn represented a new kind of female star, playful yet intelligent, emotionally open yet resilient, reflecting the evolving identity of women in film during. Julie Christie became one of the most elegant and intellectually captivating actresses of the 1970s. In McCabe and Mrs. Miller, 1971, she delivered a subtle, layered performance that redefined the female role in westerns. Her characters often conveyed intelligence, emotional restraint, and quiet strength. Christie's work during the decade focused on complex women navigating love, independence, and societal expectations. Her refined acting style and emotional depth made her a timeless figure in classic cinema. Gene Hackman delivered some of the most grounded and intense performances of the 1970s. His Oscar-winning role in The French Connection, 1971, as Detective Popeye Doyle captured the gritty realism of urban crime dramas. Hackman's portrayal was raw, unpredictable, and deeply human, making the character feel authentic rather than heroic. Throughout the decade, Hackman excelled at playing authority figures haunted by obsession and moral conflict. His ability to bring emotional weight to complex characters made him one of the most respected actors of his generation. Liza Minnelli delivered one of the most unforgettable performances of the 1970s in Cabaret, 1972. Her portrayal of Sally Bowles combined vulnerability, charisma, and emotional intensity, earning her an Academy Award. Minnelli's performance captured the tension between glamour and despair, making Cabaret a defining film of the decade. Her theatrical presence and expressive style set her apart, solidifying her legacy as one of cinema's most powerful musical performers. Diane Keaton became a symbol of originality and emotional honesty in the 1970s. Her role as Kay Adams in the Godfather films revealed the emotional cost of loving a powerful man consumed by ambition. Keaton reached new heights with Annie Hall, 1977, earning an Academy Award for her portrayal of a quirky, independent woman navigating love and identity. Her unique style and natural delivery reshaped female roles in romantic and dramatic cinema, making her one of the most influential actresses of the era. Although already a legend, Marlon Brando reshaped his legacy in the 1970s. His portrayal of Vito Corleone in The Godfather, 1972, became one of the most influential performances in cinema history, combining quiet power with emotional complexity. In Last Tango in Paris, 1972, Brando shocked audiences with raw vulnerability and controversial themes. During the decade, he transitioned from rebellious heartthrob to cinematic myth, proving that true screen presence transcends age and trend. Dustin Hoffman proved that traditional Hollywood looks were no longer necessary to become a movie star. In All the President's Men, 1976, he portrayed journalist Carl Bernstein, helping bring realism and urgency to political thrillers. The film reflected the growing skepticism of power during the 1970s. Hoffman delivered one of his most emotional performances in Kramer vs. Kramer, 1979, playing a father navigating divorce and parenthood. His ability to portray ordinary men in deeply human situations made him incredibly relatable. Hoffman's work in the 70s changed Hollywood's definition of masculinity and heroism on screen. Clint Eastwood became one of the most powerful symbols of masculinity and moral ambiguity in 1970s cinema. His role as Inspector Harry Callahan in the Dirty Harry series redefined the action hero, presenting a lawman willing to cross ethical lines in the name of justice. The character reflected the era's rising fears about crime and social disorder. Beyond crime films, Eastwood showed depth in westerns like The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, portraying a man shaped by loss and revenge. His quiet, restrained acting style stood in contrast to more expressive performers of the decade, proving that silence could be just as powerful as dialogue. Eastwood's dominance in the 70s laid the foundation for his later success as a director and storyteller. Carrie Fisher became a cultural icon in the late 1970s with her role as Princess Leia in Star Wars, 1977. Her portrayal broke traditional stereotypes, presenting a female character who was intelligent, fearless, and independent. Fisher's sharp delivery and commanding presence made Leia one of the most influential female characters in film history. Beyond the screen, Fisher became known for her honesty about personal struggles, later transforming those experiences into powerful writing. Her impact on cinema and pop culture remains profound. Carrie Fisher passed away on December 27, 2016. Ally McGraw became a global sensation with Love Story, 1970, one of the most iconic romantic films of all time. Her portrayal of Jennifer Cavallari captured vulnerability, warmth, and emotional sincerity, making the film a defining love story of the decade. Though her acting career was relatively brief, McGraw's impact was enormous. She became a symbol of 1970s romance and emotional storytelling, leaving a lasting legacy in cinematic history. Al Pacino became one of the most influential actors of the 1970s, reshaping Hollywood with performances filled with intensity, vulnerability, and psychological depth. His rise to global fame began with The Godfather in 1972, where he portrayed Michael Corleone, a quiet war hero who slowly transforms into a cold and powerful mafia leader. Pacino's subtle evolution across the trilogy is considered one of the greatest character arcs in film history. In Serpico, he delivered a raw and fearless performance as an honest New York cop battling corruption within the police force, reflecting the growing distrust of institutions during the decade. He followed this with Dog Day Afternoon, where his emotionally charged portrayal of a desperate man pushed audiences to empathize with a deeply flawed character. Throughout the 70s, Pacino represented a new type of movie star, intense, unpredictable, and driven by realism rather than glamour. Steve McQueen, often called the King of Cool, dominated early 1970s cinema with effortless charisma and physical authenticity. In The Getaway, 1972, and Papillon, 1973, he portrayed men fighting confinement, injustice, and internal demons. His performances relied more on presence than dialogue, creating characters defined by strength and restraint. McQueen's appeal came from his rebellious spirit and refusal to conform to traditional Hollywood expectations. He embodied independence, freedom, and quiet defiance, values that resonated deeply with audiences of the era. Steve McQueen passed away on November 7, 1980. Sissy Spacek became one of the most memorable actresses of the 1970s through emotionally intense and deeply human performances. Her breakthrough role came with Carrie, 1976, where she portrayed a shy, bullied teenager whose supernatural powers explode in one of the most shocking finales in film history. Spacek's performance balanced innocence and terror, earning critical acclaim. She followed this success with Badlands, 1973, delivering a haunting portrayal of youthful detachment in a story inspired by real-life crime. Spacek's work in the 70s focused on emotional vulnerability and inner conflict, making her one of the most respected actresses of the decade.